Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so many of you, oh shit, hold on. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, a lot of you haven't been on my last diamond channel, which I used to do live shopping videos, and I used to go and buy diamonds. I used to take you with me while I was buying diamonds or placing bids or shopping for jewelry online. So this is the latest Christie's auction. It's called Jewels Online. It takes place in Hong Kong, ends on the 29th of June. It's an online auction, so let's go through it and we'll pick out my favorites and you guys can have a look. I mean, if you guys would like me to broker these jewels for you or be your broker at Christie's, you're welcome to contact me. Of course, I mean, I will charge a buyer's commission or a premium on the item, but I'd love to bid for you. I'd love to buy it for you. I'd love to buy the item for you. I'd like to bid on your behalf, and yeah. So this is I love having fun and bidding and seeing what I may like and what I don't like on the auctions. So there's 149 lots here. We're gonna go through them very quickly. It closes in 4 days. Of course, this shows the current bid, Hong Kong dollars, and you basically divide it by 20 to get US dollars, by 12 to get US dollars. Divided by times, no, you divide. Okay, anyway, so basically, I mean, if that's 28,000 US, if that's 28,000 Hong Kong dollars. For example, there's a Katya Love diamond ring. It looks. This perhaps a very older. This is an older Katya Love diamond ring, because I do know they don't produce these anymore like this. And the Cartier Love series has been out for quite some time. So for example, now this Cartier Love diamond ring, that's HK dollars 28,000, so that's roughly about $2,200. So yeah, you divide it by 12, and that should give you about, okay, say about 12 and a half, and that gives you like US dollars. Okay, so this is pretty. 18K white gold. Of course, anything by Cartier holds its price, dependent on whether it's a genuine item or not. You do get a lot of replicas, you do get a lot of generics, and now there's been generics from the 1940s. Cartier generics already started from the 1915s already. There were a lot of Cartier generics available on the market, so do keep an eye out and do be slightly cautious in bidding on Cartier stuff. If it helps if you a bit of a jewelry expert. Okay, so this Cartier levering it for about $2,200. Would I bid? No, that I wouldn't. And then we've got a Cartier Trinity ring, very pretty. I would have preferred one with carry cats or square cat baguettes, reminiscent of the Art Deco era, and that's about $2,500. Yeah, don't know if I'll bid on that either. Oh, here's a very, very interesting item. It's Cartier diamond Onyx and Lapis Lazuli ring. Now this is more classic Cartier. Of course, I played this just after the Art Deco era. So there's a lot of it seems retro inspired. It's about $2,800. Signature Cartier. French SA mark for gold. Okay, this was made in France, so this was produced quite some time ago. This is classic Cartier. Very pretty, very pretty. So that's from like I think at about 1950s, 1960s era. This from the Jean Schlumberger era, I suppose, judging by that fan design. And that's a very pretty piece. So would I bid? Probably. This is a very pretty piece. So we're just gonna save the items that I wanna bid on. Katya diamond ring. Signed Katya. It's very chunky. Platinum 950. This should have been made anyway after the 1950s, 1960s, judging by all the newer cuts. It's got a year. Cartier 1995. The engraving looks slightly dodgy though. Give that a skip. Van Cleef and Arpels. Love me some Van Cleef and Arpels. Cannot go wrong. And some of the Van Cleef and Arpels jewelry is amazing. Hong Kong dollars, $2,600 to $1,800. If you're a Van Cleef and Arpels fan or collector, defos we're taking that. That's just like something that's just to add to the Van Cleef and Arpels collection. And the nice part about Van Cleef and Arpels, there's hardly much replicas. It's not as often replicated as Cartier. Here's a very interesting diamond. That's a fancy yellow green VS2. Estimate $800, 800,000. So that's about 100 to a million starting bid. Okay, no one's bid on this yet. That's 4.5 carats. So divided by 10, that's 80. Divided by 12, that's starting from about $80,000, just under $80,000. Very pretty. Super cool. Let's save this. Sorry guys, I think I'm gonna go through the lots fairly quickly. Very beautiful 30-pointer, fancy purple pink, fancy vivid purple pink, starting at $180,000. No, 180,000 Hong Kong dollars. So that's $18,000. So about $15,000. Very beautiful. This is more like an if not, why not? Anything in velvet is awesome to go to. Wow, yeah. I mean, you can see the brilliance of this diamond. It's got a feather, it's got a clit, but nothing that detracts from the overall color and hue and saturation of this diamond. Very pretty. For $15,000, not a bad buy. Not a bad buy. It's a very dressy ring. It's got about 3.5 carats of pear-shaped diamonds. It's about 20, so that's about 15 pointers, say 20 pointers. So that's about 100. It's about 2,000. So you're looking at essentially what you're paying for the center diamond is about just over 12,000 US dollars for 30 point of fancy velvet, purple pink. In fact, it's purplish pink, and there's a possibility that it could be an agate stone. So we're gonna save that one. Next lot is this is a very pretty pair. Diamond and colored diamond earrings with G.I.A reports. 2 brilliant cut diamonds, 60 and 59 points. 24 marquees. 24 marquees diamonds, 24 marquees and round diamonds, total weight of 1.53 carats. 100 round pink diamonds are at 55 and half a carat. So those are half pointers, half pointer pinks. Oh, have you ever, my man? This is such a stunning pair of earrings. This is a gorgeous set of earrings. Beautifully accented by rose gold and pink melee diamonds. Lovely use of bezels and oh wow, this is a pair of diamond earrings. Super. I definitely would take this home with me, and of course someone is taking them home with them. Very difficult to replicate. A lot of jewelers don't have jewels like these in stock these days. These are unsigned, they're not from any house as such. 60 points, 59 points. That's 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5 carats, and say total of 3 carats, and then of course it's half a carat in pinks. So and then of course all the metal work. 18k. And it's about $3,500. 60 point. So cost wise, I mean, cost wise, you're looking at being into the larger diamonds at say between 1,500 and 2,000, and of course with all the smaller ones, it's possibly a good $800. So total cost in this ring, you into the ring at 2,800, and then add another $500 for the half a carat pink medias, or if not more, about 800. So not bad for just over 3,800. Of course, you're spending that extra 1,000 on workmanship and gold and labor. So beautiful set and pair of earrings. Definitely want to bet on if you guys are going to the auction. Super cool. Super cool. Okay, next up, this one here. This ring is okay. I think that's a half a carat SI1 fancy pinkish purple. Fancy purple pink SI2 half a carat. It's starting at $10,000. So this says 2 half moon shaped diamonds. I don't know where they got the half moon shaped diamonds from, but if that's if that oval is half a carat, those diamonds are all between 60 and 70 pointers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 6 70 pointers here. I've got 6 70 pointers, which would make that just over 4.5 carats. Right, 7, 14, 28. Yeah, 3, just close to 4 carats, and then of course for the half carat 30. So you basically into spending it's 8, 7, 14, 21. So you 3.5 into the white and the gold, into the white diamonds gold. So basically you're spending about 5,000 for the half carat fancy purple pink SI2. Pretty diamond. It shows strong graining, strong plastic deformation. Very pretty ring. So yeah, not bad for $8,000. There's not much you're gonna get on the market for $8,000 in terms of this. In any case, you can go to most of the major sites. You can go to most of the major outlets for fancy colored diamonds. There's no way you're gonna get this for $8,000. So yeah, if you guys are bidding, you can go ahead and bid on this. If not, alternatively, you can let me know and I'll bid on it for you, and of course I'll arrange safe delivery to your house, to to wherever you are. Yeah, okay, rose cut diamonds, starting bid at $5,000, just under $5,000. 5 pair rose cut diamonds, say 3.5, 3.5. Okay, so you're looking at about 4,200 for 5 rose cut diamonds. Total weight of 3.5 carats. Starting with 50,000. If you're a rose cut diamond fan, this will really appeal to you. Although rose cut diamonds, a lot of people don't like them. Some diamonds are not for everyone, and rose cut diamonds are not for everyone. You have to be a real enthusiast to enjoy a rose cut diamond. It has a very portrait effect because of the shallow facets. Also depending on the angle, depending on the light, where the light hits it, because of the rose-cut facets, the scintillation and the brilliance can be quite striking. It's very bold. The flash of light is very bold. It's very big, but of course it doesn't hold as much light. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's a diamond, and the luster of a diamond, it's a very adamantine luster. It's the surface reflections hold so much of light. It returns so much of light. It's the brilliance of a diamond is unmistakable, regardless of whether it's a shallow cut or not. And I think that's what sets diamonds apart from cubics and moissanite and any other stone. It's the fact that even when there's no light, it has life, and I think that makes a lot of difference. Yeah, so that's a very pretty pendant. Would I spend 4,200 on it? If I had extra money, maybe. But it's pretty pendant. Okay, here's a diamond bracelet. I love diamond bracelets. Okay, so this is a very special piece. Okay, let's start here. Wow. Okay, so these are Bracelet cut diamonds, and they're pierced on either end. I love the fact that they use the Bracelet diamonds as part of the links on the bracelet. Breathtaking work. I'm such a Bracelet diamond fan. At one stage, I thought, okay, I had my first Bracelets 2 years ago, and I made a set of them. So popular in my store. I think my Bracelet diamonds had more views in my store than any of my normal round cuts or anything else, surprisingly. So yeah, and I love also the fact that they've anchored rose cut diamonds with they've anchored rose cut diamonds with little, I don't know, I don't know if I can call them soffles. I call them ferrules, diamond parfait ferrules. Can you call them ferrules? I suppose ferrules, and it seems as if each of those ferrules actually turn or are loose on those links. So because I mean these are all rose cut diamonds, and they're all free hanging or entramblant. Not, I wouldn't say entramblant, but as they free hanging on the chain itself, a lot of these diamonds will catch light as the bracelet moves at different angles, and because those facets are so large, the flashes of light in the scintillation will be super large. This will be a very pretty diamond to actually see, a pretty bracelet to see in real life. That clasp is looking like this was gold initially, and someone rhodium plated it. So the plating looks quite thick on the clasp itself. Looks like it was chipped. I'm not sure if rhodium binds to gold as much. I don't think so. So this entire chain was dipped in rhodium. It used to be yellow gold. I'm not sure if there's any process that can reverse rhodium plating, because I think this bracelet would look just as stunning if it was in yellow gold. Yeah. Price. Okay, so the price is 8,000. Am I at 8,000? 10,000, 8,000 USD. 19 rose cards stated to weigh a total of 7.77 carats. 17 briolets, 4 carats, and of course very tiny round diamonds. So these 19 very shaped rose cut diamonds weigh a total of 7.7 carats. None of them are looking very yellow or off color. All the diamonds seem very matched. There might be one or two with a tinge of grey. And some of these briolets are looking slightly like HI colors. Nothing that's a deal breaker. Wow. It's a stunning diamond. That's a stunning diamond bracelet. So yeah, if you guys are bidding on that, highly suggest to bid on this. You might have to take it to your jeweler and get it rhodium plated if you want it in rhodium white. Or suppose you could ask your jeweler to. He's gonna have such a difficult time polishing off the gold. The rhodium. Yeah. For you to find those rose cuts and get them drilled, and to find briolets that are all matched in that, it's wow. Just the work on this bracelet alone is worth the price. Beautiful lot. Stunning. And we have more coral. This looks like coral. No, it's not coral. Am I saying chalcedony? Okay, so these are very dressy earrings. These look like very old cut diamonds. Old Euro cut mealy, perhaps. And some gorgeous briolet diamonds. How stunning are briolet diamonds? At one stage, when I first entered the trade, when I first entered the diamond industry, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, it's a briolet. Who will ever in their right mind use a briolet for anything? And lo and behold, I'm here selling briolets. And I think they're utterly enticing. It's got a very majestically old world feel about it. It feels like you've been part of you've been a diamond connoisseur from the time diamonds started being faceted, and it makes you feel very nostalgic at times. It makes you feel very connoisseur-like, very eccentric, perhaps. Anyone can wear a round, brilliant diamond. It doesn't take a genius to wear a round, brilliant diamond. But a briolet, on the other hand, perhaps it requires a tad more flamboyancy. And for you to pull it off and carry it well, that's a different ball game altogether. Gorgeous. 2 drop shaped pink opals. So I presume these are Peruvian opals, not Peruvian blue opals, fire opals, pink opals. Where do pink opals come from? Peru. I think they're Peruvian opals. Very nice cut. 54 diamond briolets at 7 carats. $5,200. Ah, okay, so the birds are already up to 70,000. Yeah, these are. Some might say they look like chandeliers, but I suppose if you pair this with a white tank top and a blue jean, I suppose those Peruvian opals would be quite the statement. A plain black dress, plain white dress. These are statement earrings, so I suppose you're gonna have to wear. Your entire ensemble will have to be just to accentuate these earrings, or you'll have to dress down just to accentuate these earrings. But then, of course, you basically want to show your earrings off. Lot 13, this is a huge yellow diamond with some very beautiful emerald side stones. It's a very vivid yellow. Starting but at $24,000 to $22,000. I'm gonna say that's a 6 carat fancy vivid yellow. Okay, so it's a cushion fancy intense yellow with 5 carats. Surprisingly, that got a fancy intense. Jesus, perhaps it's the camera. A lot of the digital sensors tend to accentuate colors slightly more. Fancy intense yellow eye to clarity. Okay, well, so the thing is with color diamonds, fancy color diamonds, a lot of people don't hardly ever look at the clarity of the diamond. Of course, if you have a fancy vivid internally flawless blue diamond, it's going to be worth a lot more than a fancy vivid blue I3. But of course, with the beautiful part about fancy color diamonds is the hue, the saturation counts for a lot more in the clarity, whereas in white diamonds, clarity counts for quite a bit more than in fancy colors. If you have, that's an I2 with feathers, but I'm gonna have to, if I don't point the feathers out to you, you won't notice them. So that's a beautiful purchase because, in terms of white diamonds, if this diamond itself was white, so in the industry this would be called a face up white diamond, and face up white diamonds, even though included, are more sought after, as when one looks at the diamond, your eye doesn't pick up any black or graphite inclusions, and of course the white feathers blend in with the diamond. A lot of people say though the feathers, when you have a feather in a diamond, it does detract from the overall scintillation. It disturbs the process of diffraction. It disturbs the process of light traveling anyway, more so than black inclusions. So if you have a black inclusion, even though it's a black inclusion, it somehow it doesn't disturb the light as much as a feather. That perhaps has to do something with with air passing from one medium to the next into the back into the diamond, and of course that disturbs the overall refraction, the overall dispersion, the angle at which the light re-enters. So yeah, beautiful diamond. 5 carat is quite weighty. In terms of millimeter, that's 9.61 by 9.63. So that's huge. If you take your pinky finger, from your knuckle to the base, that is almost that length. And I mean, if you put in that as a square, that's a substantial diamond at 5 carats. That's a very substantial diamond. At 24,000, so 20,000 Hong Kong dollars. I mean 20,000 US dollars for that ring. And 30 pointer sides. Okay, we're not going to count the 30 pointer sides or the ring because that ring is not very substantial. So basically you're paying that for the diamond. And to cut the diamond like that, the original rough would have to be anything from 10 carats upwards. And to purchase a rough, that's anywhere from 10 to 15 carats in intense yellow. Yeah, it costs a lot of money, even in the industry, even aftermarket, even if you're in the trade and you're polishing. So yeah, that might be actually quite worth the purchase. Okay, next up is 290 white diamonds, 12 carats as 12 carats, 12 carat diamond bracelet, all graduating. I'm gonna look at these diamonds slightly closely here because I just wanna see what's the quality like. I1, I2, all I1 here. No, some are nicer qualities. All SI I1. Okay, so these are all SI goods. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's like an I2. Okay, these are not VS goods. And the cuts are not exactly all the same either, and nor are the table sizes. So some people in the trade are very pedantic. A lot of people like matched table sizes, and I've heard this from a lot of Jewish jewelers as well. If they're matching merely for a bracelet, they match not only the diamond itself, they match the table sizes. So when you reflect, for example, here, if we look at these two diamonds here that are reflecting, if you see the diamond in the second row compared to the diamond in the first row, the table sizes are looking different. If you look at the one next to it, that table size is looking like it's huge. You can sink a ship through it. So a lot of people in the industry, a lot of jewelers match their table sizes so that when it reflects light off the table, the ring looks very uniform. It has that's a different beauty. That's a different type of artistry. That's a different type of meticulousness, if I can say that. Meticulousness. So yeah, and a lot of jewelers, surprisingly, believe it or not, they actually Um, they can be quite demanding on their diamantes and on the diamond dealers, and they can ask for specifically for the tables to be matched up. And there are some diamantes and diamond dealers that actually do that. They match your tables for you before they send you the parcel. Yeah, awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, so this one it started on 52 bids. I mean, it's got 52 bids. Started at $100. It's now sitting at about 3,200. Which is not bad. That's 20 grams of white gold. So say 18 grams of white gold at 14k. So you're looking at this. Okay, so what? Say 100 rand a gram. Let's go to $2,000 just for the gold. And bids I know it's sitting at $3,200. So $1,100 for 11.5 carats of I1 SI1 commercial grade. Good. Well, I wouldn't say really commercial grade. I'd say SI2 I1. Some of those diamonds look like they need to be replaced, especially some of those grey ones. But yeah, overall, I mean, if you're looking to get into your first diamond bracelet, that's a beautiful diamond bracelet to get. Oh, okay, these look like a pair of Cartier earrings. Some nice cuts. Some very nice cuts. Some beautiful craftsmanship on the earrings itself. And I love the fact that they put yellow gold on the yellow diamonds. Diamonds don't look okay. So I'm gonna go out at a woman and say that these are sister diamonds. This is taken from the same rough. This has the same diamond cut in half and made into two cuts squared at 5 carats, 5 carats, and the fancy yellow color, and the other one is fancy light yellow. VS1, VS2. And that I just think is because of placement of those pavilion facets. Either the pavilion facets or the crown facets. Something changed here, but this is the same color diamond. And of course, G.I.A doesn't grade. And I think with fancy color diamonds, they don't grade on body color, they grade on face up color. So I suppose if this was cut slightly more like this, it would show the same reflectance, or it should reflect the same color, a similar color. But that's a good match though. No, these are different diamonds. It's not even the same cutter. The polisher is different. No, this is the same diamond. These are sister diamonds. Wow, this is such a pretty pair of earrings. Stamped? Nothing. Platinum and gold. Beautiful. Oh, I love the metalwork. The metalwork is awesome. Best Valley natural pearl, colored diamond sunflower earrings with SSEF. Best Valley natural pearl. Past Valley natural pearls and colored diamond sunflower earrings. Okay, cool. So I love the fact that this reminds me of if anyone's familiar with Taffin Jewellery, TAFFIN. They mount their diamonds reversely. So, for example, you see these are yellow diamonds and white diamonds, and they're mounted reversely. It shows a lot of fire. It it uh, it has a very beguiling character. It's not something you see every day. Beautiful pair of earrings, accented by single cuts on the base. So this was, I don't know who this is stamped by. Signature Paspelli. Okay, so that's a gorgeous set of earrings. Why lie? Starting by $22,000. Current bid. Yeah, well now you know why someone bid on them. Although that pearl looks like it needs to be either reset or it wasn't set correctly the first time, or perhaps someone took it out. But I'm pretty sure if you send this back to Paspelli, they'll be able to either find a matching pearl that'll fit there, or they'll be able to sort that out. I don't know why people take the jewelry apart. Fairly annoying. Accompanied by a Paspelli case and pouch. Beautiful. Paspelli National Pearl colored sapphire diamond vine ring with G.I.A report. Very beautiful ring. It's basically, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 2-finger ring. I've never really tried a 2-finger ring on, but that is looking those cabochons, pink sapphire cabochons, I think. Colored sapphire. Not sure if they're treated. Looks slightly treated. Could be mistaken. Those are very pretty. I love the claw work holding the pearl, and the pearl is very well matched to the color of the gold. And of course, I mean, I'm such a fan of curry cuts and baguettes. There's something very geometric about baguette diamonds. I'm particularly drawn to step cut diamonds. Any step cut diamond is such a winner. Of course, a lot of people like brilliant diamonds, but I suppose as a guy and as a male, I like anything that seems robust or obtuse or rugged, step like in a manner. I don't know. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Very pretty ring. Starting bid at $6,200. I'm not sure what possibly it usually retails for, or how the rarity in the market. But I suppose if you're a Paspali fan, this I'm gonna take a shot at. This is not G.I.A. Definitely not G.I.A. The workmanship doesn't look like G.I.A. The workmanship here looks very obtuse. It looks very. This is not Cartier. Cartier doesn't. I mean, modern day Cartier. I don't think they use much rose cut diamonds. Workmanship. Yeah, I mean, it is a good design, but and I think those are Savarites in black gold. That is definitely not G.I.A. It's not. Any of the houses that I'm familiar with, I wouldn't say that's Cartier either. It looks too unfinished for Katya. And let's scroll to see who this is. Multi-gem brooch. 18K oxidized gold. Made by no one. Yeah. Pretty workmanship. In terms of investment like investment interest, yeah, I'm gonna give this one a skip. There's a certain designers and certain masons and certain jewel houses that are just celebrated in the provenance, the provenance of the jewels themselves, the provenance of the original designer, the original design house itself carries a lot of weight in the investment opportunity or the return on the investment of the jewel. Okay, so these are sick. These are super sick. These are Bucciolati diamond. So I'm actually gonna take a bit of a swing at this. This is before Maria Bucciolati, which was like in the 1940s. This was before her time, which would make these very old. But how beautiful is the texturizing and the oxidation of the gold along the vine stems. You just like, I mean, you don't see workmanship. You don't see much workmanship like this these days. But oh, signature Gian Maria Bucciolati. Okay, so this was in her time, which super sick. 72 round rose cut diamonds, and these round rose cut diamonds are slightly different from the modern day ones that we used to, because these are actually, and they only have 3 facets. Wow, if you can sell a diamond with 3 facets on the pavilion and 3 facets on the crown, you A4 away. If you can sell a diamond like this, you can sell any diamond in the world. Superb. How to produce? I mean, these are classic. These are classic. It's like there's no way you can go wrong with purchasing these. You're selling these 20 years from now. You're selling these 40 years, 100 years from now. Your kids, grandkids are selling these. I mean, they're not walking into your local pawn shop, if you know what I'm saying. Superb. And for this price, they actually very inexpensive. Uh, okay, estimate was 4,000 to 6,000 Hong Kong dollars, which was it's about 500 USD, 480 USD. Current bid is now overestimate at 7,500. I think these are going to finish well over 12,000 Hong Kong dollars, which would make these close to $1,200, which is not still not bad. I mean, of course, I suppose these are slightly smaller, but wow, I mean, if you're spending, you can't get these again. I mean, Bushilati doesn't make these again. They don't facet those diamonds again. Those diamonds, I mean, you can't get those. It's not like you can go to India and say, oh, I want three facet rounds. You're not gonna get unless someone like really like manufactures them for you. Regardless, though, I mean, these can sell anyway up to $2,200, and you'll get your price for them any day, any day, any day, any day. Beautiful lot of diamonds. A beautiful pair of earrings. Cartier Justin Clue, gold bangle, signature. Wait, hold on. Small model, flexible, was resting in a. Company by red Cartier pouch. Okay, so I don't know. I'm looking for the signature here, and I always thought this Justin Clue bangle actually opened up. Okay, so I'm trying to judge whether this is original Cartier or not. The fact that it seems one, but the finishing of the piece looks very original. It looks, and if you can see the grooves on the nail head, that looks so professionally finished. Over and above that, I mean, the polishing on this piece itself, it's got a very meticulous polish. You can see the reflection. It's not unfinished. Perhaps my eye just wants to see that it's not unfinished. Can we check if this looks like an original Cartier? Cartier, induced clue. There's one of diamonds. Because you get ones that opens up and you get ones that don't open up. I don't understand this. So perhaps the modern day one opens up, and of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all graduating. need to go to get a computer for this. Sorry guys, we're gonna go live pretty soon. We're almost at 1,500 subscribers. So I'm close. But I'm not gonna say that this is a generic or a replica, because it could be an older model, an older, I mean, and I suppose the older ones, I don't know, not sure if the older ones actually unhinged. I know these has been, I mean, the Just and Clue range has been around just as long as, almost as long as the Love Bracelet. Okay, super sick. So this is, oh my gosh, bro. Okay, so this started at this started at $600. Okay, $500. The estimate for it to sell was between $500 and $600. That would put it in the ballpark of 1/3 of an ounce of gold. It's now sitting at 16,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is 1,600 US, which is still inexpensive, because a plain Just and Clue bracelet in rose gold, brand new, small medium, is, why have I got a request price here? I don't want to request price, I just want the price. Katya, come on, man. You guys are on mass market, dude. You can't. I'm thrilling about keeping the price in. Okay, so yeah, never mind. What are we looking at? Just include Cartier. Let's just check here. Cartier, just include bracelet. And $7,500 for a used one. Awesome. Okay, so that's at $1,600 times 10. That's about 20 grand. That's about 25. So 22,000 rand. Depending, still looking like a replica. Oh my gosh. No, it's looking pretty good, while I. So I suppose it's gonna get to quite the high amount. Yeah, guys. So that's been my first 20 lots of this auction. Join me as I put a few more videos up. I mean, if I do, I'm going to do 2 or 3 more videos. I think, or perhaps I might go through all the lots here. Now we're on lot 20. Please join me for the remaining lots. This has been quite fun so far. I hope to go through the rest of the lots with you. Thank you for joining me, whoever watched the video thus far, and you guys enjoyed shopping with me on the Christie's Jewels online auction. Be sure to hit the thumbs, the subscribe button, the bell notification for new videos. Thanks for watching the unedited version. My video editor is currently incapacitated at the moment. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make the rest of the videos before the 29th of June. So I still have a few more days, and hopefully I'll be uploading these one every evening. I'll do 20 lots every evening. Yeah, guys. So if you guys had fun, if you have any suggestions for any future videos, any future shopping videos, any future diamond and jewelry buying videos with me, let me know in the comments and the description. Holler at me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you guys haven't subscribed to my YouTube, kindly subscribe. Thanks.